Alright, so we're going to jump in and try out First Form Cell. I'm pretty much sticking to this same team. I think this is the same team I used against Sin, but I really like this team build for this team. So we're going to give it a try. Now, with Goku and Vegeta versus Cell, the big problem is obviously going to be, while they do have guard to start with, if we lose our guard, like, it's going to be GG, right? Because we all know how hard Cell hits. So if we get to the point where we are losing our guard and we can't fuse, like, it's pretty much just going to be GG. Yeah, I wouldn't tempt fate. It's kind of impossible for them to fumble AGL ZAMASU's Easy A because his base kit is really good. I wouldn't risk it. They could fumble it. The way they'll fumble it is that the reason why AGL ZAMASU aged as quickly as he did in the long run was because he has the damage reduction, but he has no start of turn defense. So when they give him his Easy A, imagine if he gets like Easy A stats, but they don't give him a massive like bump to his start of turn defense, because then like he just won't be that good, which would be really unfortunate. So on turn 1, these guys have 285k defense. They are going to get to attack first. They're going to have guard. Bulma eating a super straight away would be kind of unfortunate. Same for the, there you go, dodge maybe? Yes, that's why Bulma, you build full dodge, baby! But yeah, Cells are on time travelers, but they're not future Saga enemies, which is why LR Trunks and Mai wouldn't be that good in this stage. I might actually do a video for them versus Goku Black though. Because I mean, they could be interesting, like, because their Easy A wasn't terrible. It's just the fact that that restriction, like, you have to be fighting future Saga enemies for them to actually be really good, which there just wasn't enough of in the game. But now that we're getting these future Saga red zones, I think it'll be worth trying them out. The only thing I will say, even before we attempt to do that, is that they are going to be very much like a dodge or die character, I think. They do get that big chance to dodge, but I feel like if they don't dodge, they are going to take a lot of damage, especially when you consider how hard Goku Black is hitting for, right? Like, even in the first phase, if they don't dodge a super attack from him, they probably just get one shot. But we'll see. We'll try it out. I might do that for a video, potentially even later today. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, the GT boys here getting as many supers as possible so we can get our damage reduction built up with them is what we want to see. Also, getting the hits in so we can build up towards the standby. So yeah, good, strong first turn here. And then we have Vegeta and Trunks on turn 2, so looking pretty good. Yo, shout out to Z-Ups or Zoops for on the Twitch side for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate you. I apologize if I just horribly butchered your name multiple times, but I appreciate you, my dude. Right. Oh, we've got the GOAT Mai on this rotation as well. So, all right. So we'll do this. Do this. I think I mentioned it in one of the other recordings that while we've been on the stream. I don't know if it's one of the ones that's going to make it into a video that's gone up, but I did find out last night on Twitter that Mai, she gets that extra damage reduction when she does 2 supers. It can only go off once in each turn, but if she gets 3 supers, so let's say she gets 3 supers on this turn, she can only get the extra damage reduction once. But on the next turn, she's already supered 1 extra time. So when she does her first initial super of the turn, she gets that damage reduction, apparently. So if you get 3 supers on her first turn, if on her next turn she does 1 super and then just an additional normal, she still gets the extra damage reduction. And I didn't think it worked like that from the way I read her passive, but apparently that is how it works. So that makes her even better. So definitely the build for her is you want to give her a very decent amount of additional. I think an even mix between additional and dodge is good, but she definitely doesn't need any crit, right? She's not on the team to do damage, and she's an STR unit, so she has level 5 crit to start with anyway. But yeah, so can we get the double super here? Oh god, she's not going to, is she now, because I said that? Yeah. Of course. It's like, yeah, Mai's really good. And then she doesn't get the double super, so we get killed. I actually really want to see how well they would eat a slot 1 super attack, but considering that Trunks and ZAMASU have guard, and they don't eat slot 1 super attacks from this cell very well. I have a horrible feeling that it would not go well for us here, so I'm not going to put them in slot 1. I feel like the English voice acting of the Blue Boys is better than JP. I like the voice acting for all the new units. The Easy A news, I think it's tomorrow. It could technically come out in a minute's time, but I think it's tomorrow. We'll see though. Although I have a feeling the Blue Boys in slot 3 here are going to get creamed because they've got no links active or anything. Right, let's see. Let's check the Twitter pages. See if there's any news. Yeah, nothing on global. And nothing on JP. So no Easy A teasers for today. Just another Dokkan moment of all time. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I could just do this and not get the support from Bulma. Do this. And then chances are unless she gets the double super, probably dies. But although Bulma might even just die to this, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, because Bulma is good, but on a double 150 team, it's she's obviously not as good as she is on other things. Now, JP posts news at 9 o'clock my time, so it would be now. But right, so we've got to float you off.
We did it, Trunks.
Right. Alright, lots of key on this turn. That's what we like to see. Got the extra buff. Yeah, when I did the original showcases for Mai, she double supered like every turn. And then as soon as we literally go into the first attempt against Cell, one of the tougher hitting enemies that we've taken her up against that isn't physical, and then she immediately only gets one super. Yeah, unfortunately with type disadvantage, they're not going to be doing crazy damage to this cell. I mean, obviously their attack stats aren't the craziest anyway, but considering they also have type disadvantage, not really ideal for them. I mean, we're getting a whole bunch of supers here though. So their defense is going to be pretty solid here. Plus they do still have their guard. Yep. So take double digit damage. Very good. And then we just need Vegeta to come in clutch with that 70% dodge chance in slot 3. The Dokkan news thing, when I do the videos where I show the wiki, what is the actual wiki address? There you go. Alright. So no attack in slot 1. I should do this then, really. Connects all the greens. Perfect. There we go. Big buffs. They still have their guard this turn. It's after this that we need to get concerned. Yeah, I don't think the lower attacking base is a huge issue at all. The issue is, the biggest issue with the Goku and Vegeta unit is the transformation condition, combined with the limited guard. If they just had guard until they transformed all the time, that would be fine. It's the fact that you can, because their transformation condition is annoying, you can get to the point where their guard has run out and they can't fuse, and then you're in trouble, right? So yeah, Mai getting the double super, but she's not taking any attacks this turn, so it actually doesn't matter. I do love Bulma's 12 key super. Just pulls out the gap. Alright. Oh my god, look how close we are to being at 70% HP, but we're not. Was the friend on turn 1? Because we only have guard for 4 turns, but if the friend was on turn 2, then they will still have guard. But I don't remember which one was on which turn. No, they were both on turn 1. Oof. Well, this is where we, yeah, this is where it's not good for us, right? Now, they're only going to have to take 1 attack, but I'm pretty sure that just that 1 attack is going to be enough to kill them in slot 2. Because what is the friend at? The friend is at 300k defense, which is not a lot considering how much Cell is going to hit for. So I'm going to have to go ahead and do this. And then we'll do this. But yeah, this is exactly what I was saying. This is the problem with this unit, is if we kept guard, we'd be fine. But we don't, so we're not. Because remember, after Cell super attacks, his normal attack damage goes up to being, was it like 630k? So if he supers before he attacks them, then the normal attack does ridiculous damage. If he supers them, they obviously just get 1 shot. In fact, if he supers them, even with the Whis active, we might actually die. But yeah, there you go. 7.3 million for them. So guard is for 4 turns. So if they're on turn 1, it literally just means 1, 2, 3, 4. So as soon as you get to turn 5, no more guard. Which is a little bit scary for this, which is probably the hardest hitting tech boss. I think Cell Max does hit harder with his super, but yeah, see, look at that. With the Whis, they still took damage from a normal attack. So that is the biggest problem with the unit, is it's a combination of the transformation condition plus the limited guard. If they just had guard in their base until they fused, then I think it would be fine. It would be so much better, but I mean, obviously, right, give a unit guard, they become significantly better. Surprise, surprise. But top grossing will probably be tomorrow now, since it hasn't come out today. Unfortunately, it does take a couple of days on Global. Plus, you have to bear in mind the banner came out on a Sunday, and I think from what we've seen in the past, the Global team doesn't work over the weekend. So, and then I don't think the Global team is in. I would imagine none of. Oh. Actually, them dodging the super means we can't transform now. Because with the Whis, they would have easily survived that super, and we would have had low enough HP to fuse. So yeah, unfortunately, as I say, this is the biggest problem with this unit, is now here we are on the turn that's going to be the last turn, and we still can't fuse. So now, fortunately, there's no attacks in slot 1, so we're not going to die here, because obviously Tech Vegito has guaranteed dodge on this turn. But Yeah, they need to have guard for 7 turns, because then you can at least get to the fuse because you have a future ally on the rotation. But yeah, because their guard can run out and then you still can't fuse, like, we would be obviously if there were attacks in slot 1, I would have just put Vegeta Blue in slot 1 so we could just win. But yeah, the fact that we got all the way through, we managed to beat Cell, but we couldn't fuse, which I can kind of understand people's frustrations. Like, I don't think the bait unit is bad at all, but especially for like all the big Vegito fans, like, getting this unit and then you don't even get to get Vegito out is kind of disappointing, right? So, but yeah, people saying they're unusable is kind of ridiculous, but yeah, it's very disappointing that you don't get to have Vegito come out, because once Vegito comes out, like, go back and watch my 55% showcase video, especially if you haven't watched it already. The turn Vegito comes out, it's just like so much fun. And if you're below the HP restriction for his active skill, he can use his active skill on the turn he comes out as well. And then he just goes ham. So it's cool, but yeah. The problem is as well, like with some of these tougher events, if you lose that HP early, you're not at the turn restriction yet, so they can't transform. And then by the time you do get to the turn restriction, you've potentially then healed above the 70%, and then you still can't transform. So a little bit disappointing, but there you go. The Blue Boys versus Cell. I've done the ZAMASU one already. I need to do ZAMASU versus Goku Black, which will be interesting because he won't get his full buffs because you are fighting a Realm of Gods enemy. And then the final phase is Int, so he's going to have lost a large majority of his damage reduction. So then that's going to be very interesting to see how that pans out. But there you go. That was the LR Blue Goku and Vegeta versus Cell. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.